welcome to another video. In this video we'll talk about style and overlay, how to work with overlay in Titan Web. So overlay is specifically used for an image element, so I'm going to go over to media and I'm going to drag an image over. And I've got a static image that I'm going to use, something like this, and I'll explain the concepts behind the overlay. So let's say this is my image. It's pretty big, so what we'll do is we'll go into the style and you have something called overlay, and then you have fill, cut and border. Now there are different things you can do. So for example, fill is this. Let's say I choose a color, choose this purple here. Now I can choose the opacity to meet my needs in terms of how I want it, and then you can also choose border like this. And then you can increase and decrease the border. You can add more weight to it, so like something like this, to make it look pretty. All right, and then you can also use an image. So for example, and this is great if you want when you want to watermark. It's awesome. So you can choose contain, cover. You can inherit. You can repeat. You can also just do a no repeat and just you can repeat it X. You can repeat it Y. But also you can choose custom configuration like this. So you can choose whether it's center, bottom, left, like that, center, and you can just adjust this configuration using this. And then from here on, you've got tons of options you can play with like that. All right. So you can do a background repeat. You can also set a border if you want. Now let's look over the hover side of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of this here, and then I'm going to do hover. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the fill too. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and say, you know what, I don't want any color, it's fine. And then in the border, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to say, do you know what, no colors are required here. Now hover. When you hover over the image, what do you want it to happen? It's the same premise at the end of the day. When I hover over, I actually want it to be purple, and this is the radius as well that you can adjust directly if you wish. You can give it a weight, so you can do like 40, 50, and now have a look. If I click preview, here's my image, but when I hover over, you see it's like purple, and that is what I'm talking about. And then you can adjust the border outline to be like this, and I look, when I hover over, it's like that. You can do that as well. Yeah, tons of stuff. You can even choose a nice color for it if you wish. And now when it's clicked, this is when you click it. Okay, so when you go click like that. So here I can just go, you know what, I want it to be nice and yellow when it's clicked, or gold, and the opacity can be this much. You can again have a border, adjust how you want it as well. So let me show you. Let's click save. Let's click preview. Okay, so this is the hover, and I click, you can see that's my red, all right, when I click it. So hopefully this really adds all the point that you're looking for in the overlay. You can work with default, hover, clicked when it's default, when you hover over it, when it's clicked, multiple different settings as well. And yeah, that's the overview for overlay.